26 world titles. The moment you hear this and you're like, what? It is actually the most incredible feat humanly possible. And that is why Pankaj Advani has described it as unreal. Year on year, from 2003 onwards, the level of consistency Pankaj Advani has maintained at the top of his sport has been simply staggering. Here as well, trailing 2680, he came back to win 1416, absolutely giving Saurav Kothari no chance in the final. This is what it is all about at the top. Consistency, excellence, passion, commitment. And in that sense, Pankaj Advani is a very lonely man because there is no match for this amazing athlete. He will now go on to the shorter format, and we will hope that he will continue his superlative form for India. But so far, what he has achieved will take a mountain, will take a lifetime to match, and that's why we celebrate Pankaj Advani. Listen in to what he had to say about winning and about handling pressure. Pankaj Advani, a celebration.
Honestly, at the start of my career, when I was just 10 years old, if someone had told me that you would end up winning these many world titles, Asian Games gold medals, I would just turn around and say, are you kidding me? But what I've realized along the journey is that it's only about the journey. It isn't about the destination, really. I see many Indian athletes, I've experienced it myself during tough moments in my career, where the focus has been more on the outcome and the result and what comes with it. But if you really stay in the present and break it down to smaller moments and enjoy each and every match, each and every phase in a game, enjoy doing what you love, not because of the outside factors and just at the start of my career, why did I take up this game? I was reasonably good in tennis ball cricket. I was reasonably good in badminton, table tennis. But this sport had something else which, made me obsessed with it. And I had that passion right from the start. And I've still not let go of that passion, to be honest. I mean, every time I play a game, just to give you an example, I got a wildcard entry into a world championship next month in snooker in Turkey. And it still gets me so excited because even though I won that title more than once earlier in my career, I still want to go out and play. I want to compete. Irrespective of the result, obviously I'm going to try my best and bring glory to India, but it's just the joy of the game that keeps me going. And I just want to keep going, improve myself and excel in every moment that I compete in. It isn't easy. Yeah, there are, the expectations from the people, from the connoisseurs of the sport, from more dangerously yourself. And I think when you are able to manage your own expectations, then it doesn't really matter what happens outside. It's just ambient noise. It's all in the background, but what you're actually doing on the table is what really matters the most. As I said earlier, that it's never been about, okay, fine, we all want to do well, we all want to win. But I'd also like to say that there's a very fine line between hunger and desperation. My hunger has been there for the last 20-25 years. It's still there. But my hunger to excel has been, the main key to success, not to go out there and be desperate to win titles. Because I know as a human being, it's not possible to win every single tournament. Fortunately, I'm in a sport that allows me to play a little longer. So, obviously then I've worked on, my physical fitness, my diet a bit, just lifestyle habits. But all that aside, it's the joy that the game brings me at the end of the day. And that's the reason why I started. That's the reason why I continue to play, to keep pushing myself to become a better player every single day, in every single competition, but not get desperate to actually say, okay, no, I have to win the gold medal once I go there. Yes, of course, I want to get there, but I need to, live in the present. And I think in this aspect, my brother Shri Advani, who's a sports psychologist, has really contributed immensely in my career and made me more self-aware and made me understand how to program my mind and approach big matches on the big stage. It's great that there is awareness about mental health, But what we really need to work on is self-awareness. And when I see a lot of athletes perform, our athletes across the globe, you'll see some of the best athletes after their highest highs go through periods of depression and their darkest moments in their sporting careers, because either it's complacency or they just don't know what to do next, or to just reinvent themselves, or just figure out the purpose for which they're competing and playing. So to put things in perspective, I think what my brother Shri does, and he's done it really systematically with me. Of course, being family, I have access to him whenever I want to during competition, is that he's made me self-aware, understand, okay, what are my limitations, because we're not, perfect, and, we've got certain strengths of ours, certain, aspects where we feel like, okay, fine, we don't really need to, get into those things. What works for me, what doesn't work for me, how to deal with anxiety, stress, expectations, and most importantly, it's like, I read somewhere that if you're just walking without any destination, you can continue walking for a longer distance and period of time compared to when you say, okay, this is my destination. So while it's important to set short-term goals, I also feel like, I've been that kind of a sports person who feels like I just express myself creatively on the billiards table. So I really don't think about, okay, fine, I need to reach this score and then my job's done. I need to win these many titles and then my job is done. So for me, success is continuously evolving.